Thank you very much, Karen, and welcome to the National Center for the Preservation of Democracy and this, what we call the Democracy Forum. And thank you for joining us today for this press conference, Asian Americans Against Proposition 8. No on Proposition 8. Proposition 8 is very personal to me and to my new husband, my former partner, Brad Altman. We were married right here in the Democracy Forum a little over a month ago on September 14th. So we're newlyweds, but in actual fact, we have been a united and committed couple for over 21 years. But we also know that it's the ideal of democracy that made our marriage possible, reinforced by a ruling by the Supreme Court of the state, which ruled that there is a fundamental right to equality in marriage that includes gays and lesbians. There is that fundamental marriage. We know about discrimination, and particularly as an Asian American, I'm mindful of the long history of how Asians and Asian Americans have fought and struggled against and overcome discrimination to be full, equal Americans. I'm the grandson of immigrants from Japan. From the very moment that they stepped onto the soil of America, they were singled out. Immigrants coming to this country from all over the world could someday aspire to become naturalized citizens, except immigrants from Asia. They were singled out simply because they were from Asia. But because they worked hard and their children demonstrated our patriotism and our commitment to this country, in 1952, the Walter-McCarran Act was passed, which for the first time granted naturalized citizenship to all immigrants, including immigrants from Asia. They became equal to all immigrants. I'm the grandson of farmers on my mother's side. My grandparents farmed in the Sacramento Delta. They took land that was considered scrap land and transformed it into bountiful, productive farmland. And yet, they couldn't own the land that they developed because there was an ugly law in this state, the Alien Land Law, which denied land ownership to immigrants from Asia. But that law, too, has been rescinded, and now immigrants from Asia are equal to all and can buy land in this state. I'm the nephew of a woman who fell in love with a Caucasian man, but they couldn't get married in California because there was a law that denied marriage for them because there was a ban on interracial marriage. They went to Canada to get married. But in 1984, the Supreme Court of the state again ruled that there is equality in marriage regardless of race. I'm an American who grew up behind the barbed wire fences of 2 American internment camps simply because we happen to look like the people who bombed Pearl Harbor. But because of the extraordinary demonstration of patriotism, the heroism of young Japanese Americans on the bloody battlefields of Europe, Japanese Americans are now full citizens. Those barbed wire fences have been torn down. We are full participants in the mainstream of American society. I am aware of this long history, our struggle for equality. And to me, it is saddeningly ironic that there are some Asian Americans who seem to be unmindful of that epic history, that epic struggle that we have carried on for equality. They are trying to put up a barrier to marriage equality. And as their reason for it, they put forth their religion. Now, Freedom of religion is an important pillar of American ideals. And I respect that freedom. But they need to be also aware of the fact that we live in a pluralistic society. Brad and I are Buddhists. We were married by a Buddhist minister. We have friends that are Christians and Jews, Hindus and Muslims. We live in a pluralistic society, and what is vital in a pluralistic society is mutual respect. And what Proposition 8 is not only disrespectful, it is wrong. It is wrong for one faith group to attempt to write their religious values into civil law that applies to everyone. It is against the ideals of our democracy. And so we appeal to all of you. We urge you to vote no on Proposition 8. Vote no to affirm Brad and my marriage. Vote no to affirm equality in marriage for all, including gays and lesbians. Vote no.